Namaste, Har Har Mahadev. This is Arnika and you're watching Arnika Blog. So guys, have you ever walked into a supermarket for one item and somehow left with 5 items? Have you ever paid 300 for a coffee when you could make it at home at rupees 20 only? Or have you clicked buy now even though you have promised yourself that you would not spend the money in this month? What if I told you that many of those decisions weren't entirely yours? Behind every color, every advertisement, even every product placement and brand story lies a fantastic science that is called as neuromarketing. Today, we are going to go deep down inside the psychology of customer behavior, the secret brands use to influence, decision, the power of storytelling, color psychology, even the psychology, emotional triggers, and real world examples that will completely change the way you look at the marketing forever. And trust me, after this video, you will never ever see the advertisement in the same way again. So let's start. What is neuromarketing? Imagine your brain is an iceberg, only 5% inclusion. Thinking the remaining 95% is subconscious neuromarketing. It is the study of how your brain responds to the market stimuli, combination of psychology and neuroscience. Now, consumer behavior market, that goal, what it is to understand what truly drives this purchasing decision. Let's take an example of an Apple. When Apple launched a new iPhone, people just do not buy a phone, they buy a status, a innovation, identity belonging to their buying, an emotion of that core of neuromarketing. So guys, why people buy? Most people believe they make logical buying decision, but the reality is emotion first and logics come second. The emotion decision formula is feeling, desire, and then obviously purchase. Lakh, like we can take an example of luxury watch. A 500 rupees watch tells the time, and also a 5 lakh rupee watch tells time. So why we pay more? Because consumers are not just buying a product, they are buying a prestige, their confidence, the social recognition. So what is the science of the brain? The brain theory. The replication, brain focus on surviving, safety, quick decision, market strategies, use urgency. Let's take an example like limited stock offer, or we can say that end tonight, last 5 seat remaining. Now the next is emotional brain process, that is the feeling behind target, like happiness, fear, love, nostalgia. See, the third we can talk about is rational brain analyzing. This is where specification and comprehension matters. Now let us talk about a term called as color psychology. Colors influence emotions before you do read or create. It creates excitement, urgency, appetite. Let's take an example of McD, Coca-Cola. Blue color creates the emotion of trust, security. For example, Facebook, LinkedIn. Green color, represent nature, growth, health. Example, Starbucks, wholesale food. Black represents luxury, power. Example, Chanel, Rolex. So guys, what color do you associate with trust? Comment me below before I reveal the answer. 1, 2, 3. I hope you made that. This increase, the power of the story storytelling. See, facts that tell storytelling, human remember story far better than the data. Example, Nike really sells their shoe. Instead of screws, they determine the dream, achievements, their message, just do it. It's a simple, powerful emotion. Story formula is here. There is hero challenges, transformation to the success of every great advertisement follows this structure. You know what, guys? Neuromarketing has few strategies what brands use. So scarcity. Let's take the example of we have left with only 3 things. Creating urgency. Next, we have social proof. Thousands of customers are already purchasing, which means it creates a trap. Then we have anchoring original pricing, right? Now let's take an example. If you have 5,000, now it is just 2,999. Makes the discounts feel huge, right? And that is the price technique. Replication, like free sample, free trials. Consumer feel completely to return to the favorite. Then obviously we cannot forget the FOMO, that is fear of missing out. Here is limited state, launching exclusive for the members, fresh flash sales. They understand why why we buy. Neuromarketing is the research method explain what customers really want. A market is a useful scientific tools that reveal what people look at, think at, or react to, often with them consciously. We realize it or no. Guys, here are few methods I want to discuss with you all. The first method is called as eye tracking. Eye tracking. Now, what is eye tracking? Eye tracking is a technology that what they focuses on and how long at that specific element they see. It helps marketer understand exactly what to grab the attention, like how it is working. Perspective of for specializing a glass or a suit in front of a camera quickly screens this technology record. The first point of attention, what duration of gaze, what is the eye movement pattern, areas they ignore, what markets they learn, what products are attracting the attention first, whether the consumers are noticing it, the call to action button, which part of an advertisement are ignored, and how customers navigate through a website. Guys, let's take an example. Imagine a website homepage. The company wants visitor to click buy now button. The eye tracing really that visitors spend most of their time looking at the large image and completely missing the button. The company then redesigned the page, making the button more visible. Let's take a real world use. Companies like Google, Amazon, Netflix use eye tracking studies to improve the experiment and increase the conversation, right? Next is facial coding. What is the facial coding? Now, facial coding analyzes the tiny facial expression to understand the emotion. When people do not verbally express their feeling through their face, often reveals the emotional reaction. How its work is AI powered software or computer or a camera records of facial movements. The software detects the emotions such as happiness, surprise, sadness, angry, fear. Naturally, what marketer learn which part of advertisements create excitement, when the viewer feel low interest, when the screen generation emotional engagement. Let's take an example. A company shows a new commercial product to the participants, the facial coding notice a smile during the product demonstration or confusion during the technical explanation. One, the company then specifies the message why it is matter in advertisement is that they triggered the positive emotion. The next method is called as EEG, which is called as electronic, would understand how the brain reacts in the advertisement product or even in the experiment. How it worked, participants were a cap fitted with Caesar recorded the electrical signals produced by the brain cell. What is EEG? Measure attention. Is the person paying attention? Memory formation while they remember the advertisement later. Emotional engagement and how emotionally they are connected. Now cognitive workload is the informative to compensated. Let's take an example. Two advertisements are tested. Advertisement A has high attention, high emotional engagement. Advertisement B has low engagement, and the companies choose advertisement A. Advertisement, unlike the survey EEG, capture the subconscious reactions that person may not be able to explain. The limitation, it can be expensive or require special equipment. Now fourth, we have A/B. What is A/B? It is the test comparing two versions of a market element to determine which performs better. It is one of the most practical and widely used neuromarketing technology, and how it is used as version A is equal to original version B. Modifies different groups, see different regions of performances in the compare of both. What can be tested? The headlines, website layout, product image, email subject, lines, CTAs, budget, prices. Example, version A buy now, version B get your today. It become permanent version. Real example we can take. E-commerce company change the button color from green to orange. Testing, orange button increase sales by 15. Below low cost, easy implement, data driven decision, right? Heat mapping. Now what is heat mapping? Heat mapping is the visual represent where the user moves their mouse or spend most of their time on the web page. How it so your software record user enter the results, the display using the colors. Now what color? Red color mostly means attention. Orange color is mostly for high attention. Yellow color is moderate attention. Blue color low attention. Now what marketer learns so much? Why? Which area to attract attention? Which button receive which click? Which section of users were ignored? Where users get confused? Example, a company's website contains negative menu, product image, purchases, reviews. The user click the product image but ignore this purchase button. They completely redesign the page and improve the conversation. It is a popular heat mapping tool that is Hotjar, Microsoft and Crazy Egg. Now quick comparison method. Measure best for e-tracking is visual webs. Financial coding is for emotion, videos, ads and commercial. EEGs is for brain active, deeply consumer insights. A/B testing is for comparing one website, emails and ads. Heat mapping, user behavior on the website and landing page. So guys, neuromarketing tips are You know one powerful lesson that people may forget your product, people may forget your advertisement, but they will never forget how you made them feel. The brand aren't necessary, they are one of which best product. They are one of that create a strong, very strong emotional connection. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Comment below which neuromarketing technique surprise you the most. Keep learning, keep growing, and remember the human mind is the most powerful marketplace in this world.